how do we? Okay, I also had another question. How did you get to like do a movie role? That was pretty, or TV show, because
Maybe, yeah.
The Boys, you got typecast, obviously not, not
Yeah, very heavily typecasted.
but still sick.
Yeah, exactly. I got an acting agent after a year of doing my comedy stuff, and I got pretty lucky. It was like one of the best agencies in Canada, and yeah, man, literally my first ever audition I did was for The Boys, and I didn't know what it was at the time. I just knew it was for a TV role or some shit. Like,
they didn't even tell you the character. They didn't even tell you the background or anything.
Nothing. They just said, "Oh, you have to speak Arabic." I was like, "Oh fuck, well that's fucking fantastic." Here we go. And the thing is, I don't speak Arabic.
Oh, really?
No. So my language is Farsi. Persians speak Farsi.
Okay.
Arabic is for every other country in the Middle East and like Africa, some parts of Africa. So yeah, like the Arabic is not a language I'm familiar with, but in a way, I it was easier for me to learn because I'm already so good at picking up on people's accents and languages. I'm just like phonetically, it's like fucking butter to my ears.
Yeah.
I can easily pick it up. You know what I mean? And so I learned it pretty quickly, and then I did the audition. It was my first ever audition. And like apparently I killed it, and they booked me for the role that like the day after.
What's the audition like? I want to know no one's really talked about auditions here before, so I want to know.
It's pretty cool, man. Like I mean, like it's a very tedious process. It's there's a lot of rejection. I've done a lot of auditions over the past 2 years now. I've gotten rejected at like hundreds. Like you just don't get them.
It's like my dating life. It's nothing. No,
that's what I'm saying. No, literally every day is a failure for me. But yeah, it was cool, man. Like literally, you just go in, you sign up in the front. There's usually like a studio or it's like a random room somewhere in a building. There's a paper you sign in, whatever your time and your name, and then you get called in. You go in, and there's a camera, and because they film you, and there's two casting directors usually or one, and then like one assistant who's like manning the camera to like film you, and someone's reading the lines with you. Off camera, and then yeah, they go through the script that you were supposed to rehearse for the audition, and yeah, you just do it at your best ability, and then they give you a couple notes. They might get you to try it one more time, and then that's it. They're like, all right, thank you so much. We'll be in touch. Or
was it a white guy behind the camera? Two white guys telling a man from Iran how to be?
Yeah, no, imagine.
I need you to be a little more Middle Eastern here.
Yeah, I really need you to be more terrorist. Actually, this is not terrorist enough.
Sir, do you even know what you're doing here? God, like this.
Yeah. Hey, I don't want to hear no Canadian accent here. Let's I want to be scared. So let's do that. Okay.
That's the video right there. Write that down.
That's pretty funny.
That's awesome though. Did you know The Boys was going to be like, was this season 2 of The Boys? I can't remember. It was because the show is phenomenal. You couldn't have been on a better show.
Crazy, right? It was no, I had no idea what show it was, what it was gonna be until I saw it for the first time, and then like also people were like losing their minds about how it's coming out or some shit. I was like, what the fuck? And then I started watching, and I was like, oh, it's actually pretty good. And then more and more people were just like naturally talking about it around me. I'm like, oh, I'm actually in that show. And they're like, what? They're losing their minds. Like, no, you're in that show, right? And then, yeah. And then when it came out, I was like, okay, well, this is actually like legit.
Did you get to go to like a premiere and stuff? I don't know. I know there was another guy I had on who was in the movie The Last Christmas. He was just like a random character on the side. And they let him go to the premiere. They had like all the stuff for him. He's also a comedian.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, they couldn't do that because of COVID.
Oh, that's right.
It came out during COVID, right? Yeah. So, but I'm sure there might have been, but if there wasn't COVID, but yeah, I mean, like, it was a pretty cool moment to be a part of, and I haven't booked anything since, so that's nice.
What a transition!
But I mean, like, I don't know. It's that's the thing. Like with acting, it's like a game of numbers. I guess you never really know.
That's not even your main thing. That's just like a bonus thing.
Honestly,
you know
it is though. Like,
is it?
It is. It's everything I do is my main thing because it all helps each other out. Like, I want to do it all. I don't want to stick to one thing. I want to do everything because I love all of them equally. But the thing is that's why it's so fun for me, because there's so many different outlets for me: stand up, content, and then acting. And then, like, you know, if I go big in acting, that's fantastic. It'll help my stand up because I can, like, I'll get money, I'll gain fans, same with content. The more following I get, I can do shows anywhere I want and sell tickets for people that come see me live, it's all helps,
Yeah, for sure. But I think like you've already figured it out. Let's be brutally honest here. You already have a decent enough following. You can kind of say, hey guys, I got if we weren't in COVID times, I think you could be like, hey guys, I got a show in Toronto. Tickets are $10. You tell me you can't get 100 people from your 80,000 followers easily.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. Even before, man, like even before COVID happened, when I was at I think I was at like 30K pretty much before COVID happened, and I was I was getting to the point where like there a couple people would start to notice me at certain places where I would be. And even at shows, people would come to my shows from Instagram.
That's crazy.
Because they follow me.
How wild is that?
Every show it would start to become like every show, there would be at least a couple people who were there because they follow me. And so that was before the pandemic. Now it's like it's like doubled. And even more people have seen my shit, way more. So guaranteed, I could definitely if I put on a show, especially because COVID's canceled everyone's plans. When everyone has a chance to actually go out and have fun, they're going to come and have fun. So